Hello, welcome. This part is about content area read-alouds, and as the name suggests, content area readers read aloud to their students. It can be done by students also reading to each other. Could be their own writing or others' writing. Here are some great websites with rich content area writing: social studies, mathematics, science, language arts. When I went to the one for math, I found one that had a lot of articles on calculus, which is fine for upper level students that maybe would like to work on this. So MLs that are at that level would enjoy some of these articles, and that's a great resource. But for lower level students like those that I teach, I kind of struggled finding something. There was I did a Google search for content area read alouds for math for Algebra 1, and I found a lot of links for stuff that are for like kids in grade school. This 58 amazing math books for young mathematicians I thought looked interesting, but when I opened it up, a lot of them looked like they were, geared towards younger kids. So kids in high school might have a hard time looking at them. But I've found that a lot of these kinds of things could be presented to them, would help them with their math skills if they presented them with that opportunity as though they were going to teach this topic to younger kids. So, like a book review for a book for younger kids would give them an opportunity to look at this like for kids. So, there are opportunities if you're creative. We also have in the math department use the students given the students opportunities to write their own creative writing, like for trigonometry, and so they wrote little stories, and then they could read those to each other also. To engage the students during a read aloud, it is important to prep them ahead of time with reflection questions. So in the next slides, we'll see some examples of this. Connecting. Does this remind me of something? What do I already know that will help me understand this? So these are the kinds of questions that you could write down on a piece of paper and have a student say, hey, I want you to think about this as I'm reading this out loud to you. Predicting. Since this happened, I believe blank will happen next. Or as I look over the pictures in bold print, I anticipate I will learn about blank. And so this causes students to think about what they're going to learn. It's a level of metacognition that's really good for them, and will help them to get more out of the reading if you can prep this in advance. Visualizing. What pictures do I create in my mind while reading? How do I visualize this information being organized in my mind? So they're given that opportunity to think about where this information is going to be stored, and that helps them create a visual about where do I access it so they can remember it later on. This could also be accompanied by students actually drawing these images as they listen to the read aloud. So you could say, hey, draw what you think that this reminds you of. What is the images that come to your head as you think about what it is that I'm reading? Obviously, students can also just be doing the reading with them. So if they have the reading in front of them, they're not just listening to it, but they're also reading along with the teacher or whoever the reader is. And so they could have a highlighter or a pencil so they can underline and mark words they don't know, and they can come back to that. And it takes some of the stress of reading it without that help away from them, but gives them that additional support. Thank you.